The next question is eyesight. The question directly is about bilberry. Well, bilberry is an herb that has some good effect on circulatory activity in the eye area. But better than that is lutein. Lutein is very easily found in such things as watermelon seeds, and the best way to get the lutein out of that is to take those dried watermelon seeds, either after you dry them yourself or buy the organic ones, and grow them into greens that look very much like and have a very similar protein profile as sunflower green sprouts. That is by far the number one eye effective nutrient. You can also get supplements, and if you can find a whole food, and there are globally whole food sources of these supplements, you can buy them and in combination use that. Look up in your internet and also in many health books, they'll give you other lesser rich lutein foods. That's one. Number two, make sure, and certainly as we age, you get circulation and blood flow up to the head. And I strongly suggest for everyone, I don't care if you're 15 years old or 100 years old listening, that we get on a slant board, or at least put our head back. You can actually, if you have a good back, lay off a couch with your head down close to the ground on a pillow, and do that for 10-15 minutes a day, getting the blood flow up there. That's important, and glaucoma and a lot of the eye problems are caused because of a cutoff of blood flow to that area. The pressure that builds up, etc., is caused from that. Next, and probably the most important part, has little to nothing to do with bilberry or lutein or putting blood to your head. It's called the Bates eye method. You can all globally in most languages get Dr. Bates' book called the Bates eye method. Dr. Bates was a medical doctor who himself was discouraged when he was losing eyesight and started to realize that what all of us tend to do in modern times, although this was 1930s, that was modern times versus 1830s, and he realized that we were reading more and focusing more in one direction and not using our eyes as our ancestors always did, almost looking in every direction constantly to hear what's going on, walking in nature, what's that sound, let's look down at the mud, is the sky clear, is it raining today? Our eyes were constantly wandering. Think about how your eyes work today. Most of you sit and look at a computer all day, even listening to me. And then a lot of you go and watch television beyond that. Some of you are prolific readers. Now that's all straight on stuff. And things like the new TVs, the high definition digital TVs, they tell us actually get in and do havoc to the brain waves. But that's a whole nother question nobody's asked yet. What we need to do is now look at the Bates eye method. My father-in-law is the best example of this. My father-in-law now is in his early 80s. When he was a much younger man, in his 40s, 45, he literally started to need reading glasses, like a lot of you out there listening. He is a very macho type guy living in Sweden on the Baltic Sea. He wore the reading glasses for about a week, they said. He then, in his very strong hands, broke them in half and smashed them with his feet, got the Bates eye method, and now in his early 80s, reads sometimes up to several hours a day, but he also does those exercises so he has his eyes wander the way our ancestors always had eyes wander. So Bates eye method, nutrients, blood flow to the head. And as you get older, that will help you prevent a lot of these eye diseases and eye roll problems. Also, if you have them, it will help you.